come over here and overwhelm me. You write checks that my ass can't cash. I've been a little.
Hey babes, I'm back, and I'm basically back with New York City stripper strike. Bartenders versus strippers. What if you guys, would I ask for like requests on more like debate T-Talk topics? One of you guys suggested this, and I didn't really hear too much. Well, actually, I didn't hear about it until you guys commented about it. And I didn't know about that whole situation at all, so I literally had to do like my research to be able to do my research, to be able to do this video. And I came across like a really good article written by one of the original, like one of the strippers involved in the lawsuit against, well, in San Francisco. What was it? Like, it was just like a labor war for strippers in 1996, and she wrote the article, so I thought it was really cool to get her perspective, as she already went through a similar situation. I would definitely have like all the links and social media links listed down below. So reading it, I guess it was started by Giselle Marie, because she was fired for speaking against unfair labor conditions, and fired from at least like 3 clubs. So I'll have all her social media linked below. So background on it, like, sorry, I have my notes. So owners began hiring and firing girls along racial bias lines, began to control the way strippers were seen the way strippers were seen and who they were seen by. Often banning darker skinned women from working certain nights. And dancing for certain customers. Moral to the story is they basically behave as though like we're just replaceable and powerless. So I totally get why you'd be angry, because I'm a black stripper. So if I was in New York City, this would definitely be something I would be facing. So reading this, it definitely got my attention to do a video on it. So another thing they were doing, they were replacing, this was at Starlet's. That's what she said in the article. That's the club that it was at. So they were replacing, well, not even replacing, but like adding on promotional bartenders. So like if you had a huge following on social media, they would hire you as a bartender, and you were basically like a go-go dancer where you could just like dance on the bar, and you would get tipped, but you don't have to get naked. And that was just taking money away from actual girls that were getting naked. And it became, that's why it was like the stripper versus bartender thing. So I think that's really messed up, because I think there is a huge difference between bartending and stripping, and if there's going to be no line between there, that's not fair for the stripper who's getting naked and having money taken away from her. So I agree with that boy. They shouldn't be doing that either. So I don't know, I guess they like have gotten together and they've discussed the things they want to come out of this whole situation. And some of their demands were, well, yeah, some of their demands were, I have like all the lists, well, all the ones she listed in the article down below. But to do away with house fees, stage fees, or any mandatory tipping, I totally agree with, because at Zach's, we have to tip out $20, but at the end of the day, Richard, like, gives us $30. And if you don't work the whole shift, like if you're one of the girls that come later in the night, he still gives you $20 minimum to replace the $20 you have to give to the DJ. So it's like, Richard doesn't make any money off of us, and for him to be able to do that and still support himself shows that, like, other clubs can too. So I totally agree with that. There's no reason for it. That's just them trying to get, like, money out of their pockets that we've given them the right to, because we've let it happen. Stop all racist hiring, firing policies. Stop discriminating. Allow strippers to be strippers, bartenders to be bartenders. Stop all body shaming policies. Stop coercing strippers into signing bizarre contracts that control their behavior inside and outside the club, and get rid of house moms. I've never had to run into, like, signing a contract. I've never ran into body shaming, and I've never run into, like, the bartender issue. We do have massage girls, but even then, like, I don't know, I've still never run into that issue, because it's like, you go to them for massages, like, you come to me for a dance, and, like, there's no vice versa. Like, we can't give massages, and she can't give a dance, so it's like, I don't know, I've never ran into those issues, but I get those as well. Body shaming, I totally get, even though I haven't ran into, but I have heard about girls running into it at Centerfolds in Boston. They're very, like, if you aren't the size they want you to be, like, they will tell you that you need to work on getting to that size. And I think that's totally wrong, because men like a variety of women, and for you to shame someone for being their size is just, like, horrible. And get rid of house moms. Their point was for that because, like, in situations, house moms, like, provide, like, I don't know, they have, like, deodorant and all that stuff you can buy off of them, and their point was, like, we could buy our own stuff, like, we don't need you chiming in, and, yeah. So I get that, too. I don't even think I, like, had a house mom. I think Arity's Angels had a house mom, but she was literally more just, like, a manager. It wasn't, like, a house mom situation. So I really haven't ran into a bad situation like that. But I don't know. Overall, I think the situation is messed up, because I think even though we have so few black girls at Zach's, we do have black girls. And that's because guys like black girls, like, guys like every race, like, there's going to be a man that likes, like, at least one of the girls. Like, I don't know, I just don't get why they would be secluding anyone. Like, some nights I'm the favorite, some nights I'm not. Some nights, like, the Asian girl at our club's the favorite, some nights she's not. Like, it just depends on the night, the group of crowd that comes in, the guys that come in. Like, it just depends, and I don't understand how they can seclude someone. I don't know. I'm really confused about that, and I've actually never heard about that. Zach's is where, like, the club that I've worked with the least amount of black girls. And it's not even because, like, we, like, make jokes like, haha, Richard, you need to stop making, you need to stop hiring black girls. Because we literally try to, like, split up our stage sets when there's, like, 4 black girls on, to where it's, like, white, black, white, black. So it's just not like we have, like, all 3 black girls. Because we are just a Cape club. Like, it's just factual that, like, guys don't come to Zach's for, like, a bunch of black girls. Like, it's just facts. It's not being racist, it's not being discriminatory, it's just, we know our club, and we know we have to space out, because an Oreo works best. And if we can't do the Oreo, that would be crazy, so that's why we make jokes saying, Richard, you can't hire any more black girls. But it's just a joke. Richard would literally always be down to hire you if you're, like, up there. I don't even know what his standards are, like, he doesn't have any after a couple of the girls he's freaking hired. But freaking, it's just a joke we do. So, like, I've never run into it, but I think that would be just a really messed up situation to run into. Like, you wouldn't hire me because I'm dark-skinned. Like, Jesus, like, I can't help that. Like, so, and I think the bartending situation is even more messed up in the fact that, like, I don't know, that's why I like, I'm gonna, like, definitely link the article, but the overall synopsis of it is that we should, like, stand together, and if we want things, us being united is how we're gonna get it. And, like, one of the quotes she said is, it was 1996, we did the one thing no strip club owner believed strippers would ever be able to do, and we unified. And I think literally that's a general for women in general. Like, we're just so competitive against one another, and like, we say that's against guys because, like, sports wise, but like, mentally, emotionally, and physically, we are so competitive with one another, and there's no fucking need to be. Like, I constantly have to, like, remind myself, like, when I'm just in a period of being, like, wicked insecure, like, why is no one tipping me? Why are they tipping her? Like, I have to remind myself, why am I comparing myself to her? Because, like, there's no other bitch in the club with pink hair. So if a guy likes pink hair, he can only go to me. There's no other bitch almost looking like Storm. If you like Storm, I'm the only bitch looking like Storm. Like, there are simple qualities about myself that make me different. And I have to learn to accept that and remind myself those things when I feel insecure. And those are the reasons why I can't compete with anyone else, because no one else has those qualities to compete with me. So it's just like, we are all on different playing fields, and if we unified and helped each other out, like, I think we would all reach our goals so much faster and, like, probably exceed our fucking goals, because women are fucking bomb. But so that's why I really like the overall synopsis of this article, because I feel like it was the perfect article to go along with my channel, because I don't want to just make a channel about being a stripper and how to be a stripper. Like, I want, like, how my group me is becoming. It's, like, so fucking amazing, like, how you would think, like, the girls on there were fucking friends for years, the way they talk. Like, they're just so, like, open with each other. And it's like a community, like, we've become a community, and I fucking like that. Like, I like that we're not catty, like, and fucking competitive. So, if you are, because I've definitely seen a couple comments from girls from, like, New York City. If you are in New York City and you've run into this issue, definitely, like, put your input in the comments. Because I definitely want to hear more if you know and more information about it. Because, like, this is, like, a whole new subject for me. Like, I've never danced in New York City. I've never, yeah. So, I had to, like, Google all of this information. So I'm down to learn some more. I know it was definitely, like, rambles, because, like, this isn't something that was, like, personal to me. It was just more like, I saw you guys wanted to know about it. I thought it was a cool topic to put out to you guys. See what you guys could give back to me to learn more about. But yes, I don't know. You guys, I forgot to drink my tea. But I think I'm going to leave it on that. Frankly, I just want to hear you guys' opinion on it, because, I don't know, I was just really intrigued by it. I think, and it was funny because the girl who commented saying she wanted to know about it, I asked her, I was like, are you from New York City? Are you going through this? Or is this something you want to know about? And she was like, oh no, I'm just interested in others' opinions. So, me as well, because this is fucking coolish. Well, I wouldn't say this is cool. It's just a different topic to hear, like, a stripper strike. Like, I don't know, I've heard of, like, Comcast striking and, like, a bunch of other, like, union things striking. But, like, a stripper strike is totally different for me. And, like, I didn't even know there was a past, like, stripper strike that have been, like, won. Like, I didn't know there was a situation like that before in general. So it's just, like, it opened my mind to, like, a whole new, like, legal side of stripping, I guess. So definitely leave your opinions in the comments below. But other than that, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, guys.